Hello and welcome back, guys. Today I want to talk about my experiences with the Steam Deck OLED in the first 6 months of usage. So everything I encountered there, and I would say we dive right in. So I made myself some notes here. I want to talk about long-term build quality and durability. I want to talk about the performance in terms of games. I want to talk about display quality after extended use, so OLED burn-in, stuff like that, battery life and efficiency, software updates, and ecosystem, cooling and noise levels, and the overall user experience. And after that, you'll get my conclusion, should you buy it or not. And so let's start with the long-term build quality and durability. As you can see, or maybe you can see, or you saw in my other videos, I'm using a grip case by Skull & Co, which I really love, so highly recommend it. I'm using some covers from Skull & Co for my sticks because I want to protect them. I'm a bit of a nerd in terms of that. And I have a glossy screen protector on there, so it's pretty much protected all the way. I don't have a skin on there. I don't want to do that. It's just not my thing. But there's no scratch at all so far. But I also transport it in its case, and I also have the Tomtock case, so the smaller one. So when I transport it, I always put it in my in one of these cases, so it's always protected and no scratch at all. Not even on the screen protector, which can also be scratched, of course. And just one side note, I had the LCD, and the LCD in terms of its body was a bit more sturdy, I would say. This body here, you know, when you use it, sometimes it does sounds, it's a bit crackly, and yeah, so some people might get annoyed by that, but I'm not that type of a person, so just saying, huh? And what else do I want to say? Yeah, the B button on the LCD version, some people had problems with that, me as well. It sometimes got stuck, and that's not happening with my OLED anymore. But I heard and saw pictures of people having the same problem with their OLED as well. So I'm not sure about that. Me personally, I don't have that problem. So that's about long-term build quality and durability. Then performance in terms of games. Um, I'm very happy with the performance still. So it's you know, the 16 gigs of RAM, the APU, the SSD is still very fast, and nothing changed there after 6 months, of course. Um, what I would say is that there are more and more like triple or quadruple A titles, like some developers will call them, coming out, and yeah, so the Steam Deck might have some problems with those. Uh, some games you have to play with 30 FPS to run well. Some games, like indie games, you can run with 90 FPS, of course. But for the games that I'm playing on a mobile device, it's perfectly fine for that. And with the crazier AAA titles, I sometimes stream from my PS5 or my Xbox Series X, and I play it that way, or stream it from my PC, which is also a very nice option. With Moonlight, or you can stream it directly from Steam if you want to. So there's a workaround for that, but of course you need another machine for that. But I'm very fine with the performance that the Steam Deck OLED gives you, and gives you a few more frames than the LCD. So if that's very important for you, go with the OLED version. I would highly recommend the OLED version anyway. Then we have display quality after extended use. So some people are afraid of getting OLED burn-in. I have an OLED here, 65-inch LG OLED. I have the Switch OLED in the bedroom, and I have the Steam Deck OLED. So I haven't encountered any burn-in whatsoever with one of these machines. I love the display. I love that it has 90 hertz. I love that it's a bit bigger than the LCD one, and yeah, so that was the main reason for me to get the new OLED Steam Deck. In terms of battery, I will talk about that in a few minutes, or in a few seconds, you could say. So battery, display quality after extended use, no display, yeah. So no burn-in at all, and so don't worry about that. Just use your stuff, and there might be burn-in in a few years, and who cares? Then there will probably be Steam Deck 2. Then battery life and efficiency, so no degradation there at all, for me at least. I'm a heavy user, I would call me. I play a lot, but I always have it connected with a charger. So that's what you're supposed to do when you're even not using it. So it's not completely decharging. I hope you call it that way. And battery life is still the same. It's very good battery life with indie titles. Sometimes 7 to 9 hours with some titles with 90 hertz, and AAA titles. Well, you get the occasional 2 to 3 hours, which is totally fine for me because, like I said, I can charge it everywhere in the house. I have several chargers all over the house, and so that's not a problem for me at all. And many people on Reddit, etc., they're fine with the battery life. And you can also get a like one of these battery uh like from Anchor, the battery mobile batteries, whatever you call them. Then we have software updates and ecosystem. So almost every week there's a new software update and something's happening. I'm not always keeping track with everything that's happening, because if there's something major coming, then of course the internet will know and I will check that out probably. But in terms of games, I have to say I remember when Persona 5 Reload, not Persona 5, Persona 3 Reload came out, and it wasn't like running well on the deck. And one day after, Valve released a new update for the game, and that's happening so many times with games, that they get a new update right away, and suddenly they run very well. They run better than like the PC version because it's this fixed hardware. They can optimize it for the machine, like on the consoles they do mostly. And so I'm very happy about that. And so many more functions came over the last 2 years. It's insane. It's so cool because Nintendo doesn't do anything in that matter, and you can customize it. You can do your own, menu style. You can use it as a PC. It's crazy. So if you want, tinker with stuff and you want to go and make it your own, then it's perfect for you guys. Then cooling and noise levels. The fan is much quieter than the LCD one, and I mostly use my AirPods with the Bluetooth and the noise canceling, so I'm not hearing anything at all. But when I have the speakers going, you can hear it a bit, but it's not as bad as the LCD, and it's much quieter, and it's not a high pitched sound that you're always hearing. And that totally annoyed me with the LCD one. So now it's much better. And we have the overall user experience I want to talk about. So like I said, it's a device that I use so much. It's my most used device right now. I cannot wait to continue playing Shadow of the Earth Tree on my PS5 via the Steam Deck on the couch. In the next few minutes, already started and got my ass kicked by a small little boss, and I cannot wait to play it again. And that's I have this experience so many times with the Steam Deck that it's crazy. It totally changed the way I play games. It totally changed the way I don't want to sit down and put in a disc somewhere. I don't want to sit down and get the controller and just sit in front of the TV. I just want to push the button, start it right away, jump in. That's it. Sometimes there's the occasional game that needs some tinkering, of course. So if that's something you don't want to do at all, then the Steam Deck is not for you. If you're fine with the occasional tinkering session, then you should totally be fine. And my conclusion, so as you can hear, I'm a big fan of the Steam Deck OLED. If you have the money, get one. If you want one and you have the money, go and order one, because you'll be amazed by this machine. You'll be amazed by this machine. And one part that I'm just remembering that I kind of forgot. I made this device my own. I put in a 2 terabyte SSD. I put in another SD card. You can change the sticks. There are so many things you can do. tinker with and change the hardware itself. You can put on a skin, like I said, and there's so many accessories coming out for it. So I love this machine so much, and I hope you guys can hear my enthusiasm. And I have to finish this video because I need to go and play Elden Ring. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and it was a bit more of a rambly video again, but that's the way I like to do things. I just like to ramble about things, give you my experiences firsthand, not edit anything. It's everything's real here. So tell me what you think. Are you happy with yours? Some of the people wrote in the last videos, hey, just got mine. I'm so happy. Or I'm getting mine today in the mail. It's supposed to be coming. Oh, and how was your uh, shipping process? Did everything go well? Because I ordered mine, I'm a bit scared. And so many people are, it's this total, not a new niche, but the Steam Deck itself is such a cool device that it has a big fan base by now. So yeah, tell me what you think. Leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, constructive criticism as always. And hope to see you in the next one. Cheers and bye bye.